Alrighty, so hope everybody's doing good today. I just want to make this video on fuel issues. These are my filters for my Magna fuel pump. I've got this is the post filter after the fuel pump. This is the one before the filter, the pre-filter. Okay, I'm running E85. Fuel filters might just be one of those things that you tend to forget. I certainly did, so I wasn't thinking about it. So until I started having fueling issues, I've tuned enough cars with enough people that just have fuel system issues. No matter what you do, as far as adding fuel with the tune, playing with the fuel pressure, nothing tends to help out. And same issue I was having here. So I've got a big pump. I've got a dash 10 line from the tank to the pump and dash 8 from the pump all the way up to the fuel rail, dash 8 back from the fuel rail to a dash 6 line to where it returns, or a dash 6 fitting where it returns to the tank. So anyway, as you can see, this one's pretty cruddy. This is actually twisted up a little bit more. I had actually untwisted it some just to kind of get a better look in between here. And I think this is twisted up from the factory. And the reason why I say that, because if I'm unscrewing this from the pump, from the filter, I'm sorry, I can't ever talk during these dang videos, but anyway, as I'm unscrewing it, if it was something that I had done, the direction should have been the other way. So you can tell that as it's getting cranked down in there, either from this side or this side, whenever they was putting it in at the factory, it got all twisted up. So this definitely was not helping my situation. So I've got another filter. I just overnighted one from Jegs. Should be here hopefully sometime tomorrow. Then I'll be good to go. This is the post filter. So you can see all the crud and this thing, all that garbage, and all the gunk up inside of it. Of course, I had E85. And all the gunk up in there. I'm deleting this out of my system just because of some of the more bigwig guys that told me to get rid of the pre-filter. Hopefully I don't have any issues with that, but if that's what some of the faster guys are saying to do, then that's what I'm going to do, because I'm trying to get all the fuel I can. And if I got a blockage here, hopefully it won't affect my pump. I will be more mindful of my fuel filters in that regard. But the reason why I want to make mention of this is because a lot of people do have fuel system issues. The extra fuel, adding a bunch of fuel doesn't make power, but the air does. But you got to be able to have the fuel to match. So, and if you don't get enough fuel, if you're going lean, it's gonna basically blah. It's gonna not want to do crap. So you're gonna hit the gas. You can adjust with your tune. I was only making 2 or 3 pounds of boost just trying to get into it. It just would not go. Trying to add fuel to my tune. So like, what the heck's going on? So I'm looking at my logs. Fuel pressure seemed to be rising okay, but something had to be going on. So, I could barely get into it. So I wasn't seeing the fuel pressure drop, but then again, I'm barely getting into it. And I can see in my log, the little squiggly line up and down where it's breaking up. And I can see also too, before it starts breaking up, as the wideband line, my hand is just the wideband line going across my tuning program. As it's where it's supposed to be, you can see that line start going up, going lean. So, and that's not what I need to be doing. So, I've had people say, "Oh, all my parts are brand new." I don't care if you're doing everything you can do. You're adding fuel. You should have a sufficient system. Either your pump's not doing it. I know some of the Walbros have a relief valve in there where it dumps the fuel for the pressure if the pressure gets too high. I've seen those issues. May not have enough voltage to your pump. You may have a blockage. I've seen people either twist their fuel lines and they think everything's good, and I'm telling them, hey, go inspect your whole fuel system from tank to the rail all the way back, see what's going on. Something that's keeping fuel from getting into your engine. They've either had twisted lines or clogs in the lines. If you've got the rubber lines, sometimes they can swell shut, especially if you're running the 85, if you've got a stock rubber line. So just want to bring this to your guys' attention, just as something to keep in mind. Just because it's new, just because you think everything's good may not be. You can see, I got a lot of crud up in there in that regard. So this I'm just all deleting. And I don't know if you can see this very well. I mean, that's a whole lot of sludge. It was all on my hand when I pulled it out. But I've got the new filter in. Hopefully, when I get all this changed, it'll be ready to rock and roll. But this is the post filter. This one's a little bit cleaner on the after the filter, other than the filter looking like crap. But I'm going to clean this all out, put the new filter in there, and hopefully then I'm good to go and rock and roll. I've got all the little nitpicky things done. I had a blow-off valve video I'm working on, trying to post that video, but I'm trying to get some blow-off valve sound results if I can get any, because my car is so dang loud. But anyway, I had this problem today, so I figured I'll go ahead and make this little video, shoot it out there to you guys. So just one of those things to keep in mind. Check everything in your fuel system. If you can't get your fuel system or your air fuel ratios to where they need to be when you're trying to hit the throttle, you may have a clog in the line, clogged fuel filter, twisted line. Fuel system may just not be up to par. So, but anyway, hope y'all have a good one. That's it. Until next time, y'all take care.